These three words changed everything. And today, find out who spoke them and how they impacted the world that you live in right now. Well, hi, my name is Lorraine and welcome to week 1 of our series called Not Do But Done. Now, as a young kid, I loved playing the game Snakes and Ladders. In some countries, it's known as Chutes and Ladders. And if you don't know the game, it's basically a game where you try to navigate your way from the start to the finishing line by climbing as many ladders as you possibly can and avoiding any kind of snake coming your way. You see, ladders would advance you in the game, you would reach the finish line earlier, and snakes would bite you, and then they would let you sail down back that you were behind everybody else in the game. And if you think about this game, you actually get the summary and the essence of what religion presents to the world. You see, religion is basically a game filled with rules. And if you obey the rules, you climb the ladder. And if you do not obey the rules, a snake bites you and you go down and you get further away from the finish line. Religion is the game that we play to try and get to God, to earn His love, to earn His favor, to have His blessing and His presence with us. And we see this in every religion around the world. In Islam, it's the 5 pillars of Islam. In Buddhism, it's reaching nirvana. In Hinduism, it's all about protecting your karma. One day, make sure that you're a good person and look at your karma. And even in Christianity, we have this, that people has diluted the movement of Jesus, the Christian movement, to a mere religious activity about reading Bible, praying, going to church, doing all the right things so that God might bless me. Now today, the 3 words that we're looking at, they were spoken by Jesus, and they would end this religious game forever. This do. Jesus steps in and He says the following. It's John chapter 19, verse 28. I quickly want to read it to you. He says this. He says, after this, when Jesus knew that everything was now finished, that the scripture might be fulfilled, He said, Jesus said this. He says, it is finished. Yes, you got that right. Jesus says, this game is done. It's finished. I finished it. So, to better understand what these 3 words mean and how they change the way we would interact with God forever, I want to take us down a little path where we look at 2 things. Firstly, the problem with religion, and then secondly, we're going to look at the present of Jesus, this gift that Jesus gives us. So firstly, the problem with religion. Now, there are many problems with religion, but today I just want to focus on 2 of them. The first one is the production problem, and the second one is the deception problem. Now, the production problem is this, is that religion only has the power to produce 2 kinds of people. So if you're caught up in this world of religion, trying to engage with God, trying to find out and discover whether there even is a God, if you're in that, if you're using that vehicle, it can only produce 2 kinds of people. Either puffed up, arrogant, filled with pride, I can do it myself kind of people, looking down on everyone, or broken down in the dumps. I'm a failure. I'm ashamed of who I am. I'm filled with guilt. That's the kind of people that religion produces. I mean, if you think about it, it's all about obeying rules. Some of us do better with rules than others, if we're honest. And some of these rules that we do obey gets us into a place where we position ourselves superiorly and look down upon other people. Maybe you've encountered that. Maybe you've been a part of that. And in other times, when we do not obey the rules, it just beats us down. We are filled with failure and uncertainty. And how could God ever love me? And even if God would come today and He finds me in this space, I'm surely it's tickets for me There's no way that God would look favorably upon me in that moment. So there you have the problem. Religion only produces puffed up or broken down people. One thing that it cannot produce is a humble and confident person. The second problem is the deception problem. Now, religion has a way of deceiving us. One of the ways it's doing this is it presents to us a very warped and skewed picture of who God actually is as revealed by Jesus Christ when he was on this planet. Religion usually has this picture of God being very distant and being angry, being unhappy, not approving of you. Definitely not the picture that Jesus presented. Jesus presented the picture of God being love, God coming close, God being a father that wants to be with his children and wants his children to be with him. That's the picture. And religion does not paint that picture. Another way, and I think many people don't see this, but religion can even deceive you into being your own God. And this might sound strange, but it really is true. I mean, if you think about it, when you embrace the vehicle of religion to build relationship with God, what you actually are doing is you're trying to control God. You're controlling his acceptance. You're controlling his rejection. You are in the seat of control towards God, which leaves God where? Well, serving at your beck and call, whatever you desire and whatever you dream of. And then he becomes kind of like your genie in a way. He looks favorably upon you and he will give you and he will bless you as long as you, that's a deceptive way of becoming your own God. So there you have it, the two problems. Now, Jesus is present that would change this forever. That is found in the three words, it is finished. You see, Jesus at that moment on the cross made a statement about this religious game, which he came to fulfill, to complete, to finish off, to say, I will live the life that you could not live. I have finished this game. And I mean, if you just hear that, we're all happy and excited for Jesus regarding this, but it's not good news for me if there isn't any other implications. I mean, if Jesus is not sharing this amazing accomplishment with us, it's just an accomplishment for him. And that's exactly where the gift comes in. I want to read it to you. It's in Ephesians. It says it so beautifully. So this finished work of Jesus on the cross, where we see God's love, his grace being poured out over humanity, Paul writes about it in Ephesians chapter 2, and he says the following. He says, for by grace you have been saved through faith. And this not of your own doing. You guys see? No more doing. It's not you doing. It is the gift of God, not a result of works, so that no one may boast. There you have it. There you have the gift and the present, the not do, but done reality of Jesus. The good news is that no longer do you need to work to be with God or to have his favor. God has decided to give favor and blessing to you as a free gift. I want to end with this little last thought. And it's this. What do you do with a gift? You and I have only one of two responses to a gift. You see, when someone gives you a gift, you can either reject it, throw it back at their face, saying, no thanks, or you can accept that gift. You can embrace it. You can thank them for that gift. You can make it your own. You can put it on. You can celebrate it. You can take it as yours. And today, I want to tell you, because of Jesus' 3 words, you're standing before a choice. Do you want to accept the gift? Or do you want to reject the gift of God's love that has been given to you freely? God bless. Well, if this content was at all helpful to you, can I invite you to click on that subscribe button, ring that bell, and make sure that you don't miss out anything coming your way. God bless you.